Quiet Place was definitely a real thrilling sci-fi thriller of a film. Its sequel was pretty good too, and I just got done watching the prequel to those two films, In a Quiet Place Day One, fresh from theaters a couple months ago, and is now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. But is this recent hit prequel anywhere as good as the other two films? Or is this one just worthy to be devoured by those blind aliens that we've encountered before in those films? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2024 apocalyptic horror flick, A Quiet Place Day One, released by Paramount, written and directed by Michael Sarnowski, based on a story you can see with John Krasinski, the director of the first two films. It's the third overall Quiet Place film, serving as a spin-off and prequel, starring Lupita Nyong'o as a terminally ill woman during the early stages of an invasion in New York City by blind extraterrestrial creatures with an acute sense of hearing. It also includes supporting performances from Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, and Djimon Hounsou, who reprises his role from the previous film. This film was released a couple of months ago on June 28th of this year. Now, originally, Jeff Nichols was set to write and direct, but despite a completed script, he dropped out of the film, and Sarnowski was announced to replace him. After he had recently had a bit of a slight success with his film Pig. This film did get good reviews, but let's get into the story. Just a little bit of it, because this is spoiler free. Samira Sam, yeah, Samira, it's her real name, but Sam for short, is a pessimistic, terminally ill cancer patient who lives at a hospice outside New York City with her cat Frodo. Ruben, a nurse, convinces a reluctant Sam to join a group outing to a marionette show in Manhattan. While in the city, the group notices meteor-like objects falling from the sky. Shortly afterwards, hostile extraterrestrial creatures attack the gathered crowd and passers-by. A creature hits a noisy ambulance, and the explosion knocks Sam unconscious. She wakes up later inside the public theater with Frodo and other survivors, including Henry, who signals her to remain quiet. Announcements from military helicopters warn civilians to stay silent and hidden until the authorities can rescue them. Sam then witnesses fighter jets bombing and destroying the bridges leading out of Manhattan, preventing the creatures from leaving the island. One of the survivors begins to panic, and Henry accidentally kills him in the process of trying to keep him silent. And the power grid cuts off out at that night, causing the building's emergency generator to noisily activate. So apparently, well, Sam and Frodo leave for Harlem, and well, they soon encounter an English law student named Eric who helps them try to avoid those aliens. But that's all the story I will give to you because this is a spoiler-free review. So my thoughts on A Quiet Place Day One. Excuse me, I almost said part one. Sorry, Day One. I am going to say this was a pretty decent prequel and what have you. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, I must give this film credit for what it had to offer and what have you. This film did just about as well as the other two films. It went on to make $261 million worldwide against its $67 million budget. Anyway, it did well despite losing to Inside Out 2. But anyway, the reviews were very good and what have you. It got an 86% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is where it is now, where they say grounded in raw humanity by Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, the sideways entry into a quiet place, finds fresh notes of fright to play amongst the silence. And according to the website, critics found the film tense, though less terrifying than its predecessors, and praised the performances, including the cat Frodo. Yes, I agree that the film tense, though less terrifying than its predecessors. Yeah, that's kind of my big downside with the film. But overall, I still liked it, and I do give Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn praise big time. They were very, very good. And yes, the Frodo the cat was good too. Metacritic has it as score 68, and CinemaScore gives this film an average grade of B plus, and PostTrack has it as 79% overall positive score. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B plus, saying anyone who has not seen, anyone who has seen the previous Quiet Place films knows that an exuberant happy ending is not awaiting Samara and Eric, but in the time they have together, perhaps they can find things that will make life a little bit better. You can see this same sensitivity with performers in the film. Well, yeah. A review from RogerEbert.com stated there are enough interesting ideas and at least two confident performances holding the film together, even if it sometimes feels like a first draft of a richer, more complex final film. Peter Bradshaw for The Guardian said it's an efficient, if familiar, spectacle of suspense. But Pierre de Bruges of Variety criticized the fact that most of the film was tiptoeing through a mostly off-screen apocalypse. Again, like I said, it wasn't quite as terrifying as the other two films, but it still proved to have a good feel to it. And I like the atmosphere as well. Especially once it turned out to be all, after you get the point. Alexis Grabs does the score, and that was good. But now for the cast, I've already said Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn did very good as Sam and Eric. For the rest of the cast, we have Alex Wolff as Ruben, who was very good, and Djimon Hounsou, who reprises his role from A Quiet Place Part 2 as Henry. And I'm going to say they were all really good. So, A Quiet Place Part 2, well, it might not have come quite close to as good as the first two films from my point of view, but I still liked it for what it had to offer. So, I think this was pretty good. I hope for the best we'll get another film. I'm thinking they will be released, well, doing one sooner or later. The film is currently available to stream everywhere, well, on various platforms and now on Paramount Plus. But it won't be released on physical media until October. So if you have missed on this film, you really want to see it before it comes to physical media, stream it on Paramount Plus if you wish. So anyway, I think A Quiet Place Day One was pretty good. I mean, I like the characters, I like the setting, the atmosphere, but it's just not quite as terrifying as the other two films are. So yeah, but still a good film though. For my score, I'm gonna give A Quiet Place Day One 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. So what did you think of A Quiet Place Day 1? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Join me next time when I bring to you a re-review of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So if you like this, check out my reviews of the first two films in A Quiet Place series. Check out my re-review of the first film in the upper left-hand corner. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of A Quiet Place Part 2. Or if you'd like a real front festival film with Lupita Nyong'o, check out my review of Us from 2019. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.